Welcome to day 30 of 100 Days of Katie. I'm Leah, and this is my older brother Luke, who's joining us for a video today.
Hello, everyone.
So today, Luke and I were chatting a bit this morning about different things that we're grateful for, and one of the things that we agreed we'd like to talk about today was our childhood growing up on a farm.
Yeah, we grew up on an old farm, a century log home. It was older than Canada.
Yep.
Though it had been through many incarnations, had some weird siding put on it at some point, but it
been around forever,
yeah.
And on a large property. It sat in the middle of over 100 acres. There was a pond. We were surrounded by woods and fields, and basically, it was a dream for two kids and all of their friends to come over and just play around and do ridiculous stuff. So we have some fantastic memories from the farm when we were kids. We were recalling hay rides and donkey rides, literally dangling the carrot in front of the donkey to ride around the middle of the yard, which was super fun.
They were very obliging.
The donkeys were really good. We had goats. We had geese and ducks and turkeys and guinea hens and all kinds of...
They're weird.
Yeah.
They're super weird.
All kinds of strange things. But anyways, it kept us extremely busy as kids. And we've got lots of memories of Katie being there with us on the farm, being
of
foolish.
Course, yeah, because you and Katie knew each other from grade 1?
We met on the first day in junior kindergarten.
Oh, junior kindergarten, yeah. So when there was a party, Katie was going to be there.
Katie was there,
yeah,
exactly,
absolutely.
being as foolish as the rest of us. And Katie and I the other day were actually recalling a farm memory where my mom was patiently trying to explain something to a group of us, and Luke was nearby being the helpful older brother who was behind my mom making faces and being ridiculous to mine and Katie's delight. And of course, Katie was just in such extreme stitches at Luke's tomfoolery that she was just continually just egging him on. And
she was 100% the audience that I craved, the audience that I always knew deep down I deserved. Loving it. Just lighter fuel directly onto the flame.
So to my mom's dismay, basically the three of us continued to giggle through whatever it was she was trying to explain to us not to do, I think, basically.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so the three of us just had so much fun doing so many different things on the farm. Lots of wholesome outdoors time, and also just lots of time being silly together. And, one of the things Luke and I just talked about is how much those fun, silly situations just sort of always occur when Katie's around. No matter what we're doing, if Katie's in the room, it's generally going to be such a good time and such a fun time. And which basically, that leads me sort of to the next memory that Luke and I were also sort of discussing this morning. Fast forward several years to more ridiculousness.
We set this up so, in childhood here I was thinking I was Mr. Funny, as Katie
entertaining us,
generously egged me on. And then I remember, I came to university in Ottawa, and Leah and Katie were some of the people from our small town that also came up here, that followed me up.
Yeah, we
trailblazer.
Well, after Luke came to Ottawa we just ended up just hanging out in Luke's room enough that eventually we kind of just moved into residence and just started school there ourselves. So.
And I remember there was one night where you invited me over to a party.
We were having in Sandy Hill.
You guys were having, at a house in Sandy Hill. And, you get there, it's like a bunch of, university kids, and got some drinks out, hanging out, having a good time.
Yep.
And then it's like Katie busts out, it's like, let's put this on. It's The Sandlot. It's like, what do these university kids love these days? They love 90s films about kids playing baseball. So The Sandlot goes on. And if there's anyone who had any doubt that this was going to make the party, they were immediately proved wrong. Because Katie proceeded to talk over and comment on everything in this movie.
Best narration.
We were just everyone busting a gut the whole time.
Just absolutely dying laughing. We were just the absolute silliest time. And, we recall, that night in particular, the hilarious narration of The Sandlot leading into more shenanigans. Someone there, had an entire bag of sour jawbreakers. I'm sure we pressured them to eat the entire bag of sour jawbreakers while chanting ferociously in the background as much as we could.
Yeah, it was the pain of the sourness was very evident.
Yeah, we just, oh my goodness. And I guess Luke and I, in discussing some of these memories, we just kind of agreed that there's really never been a bad time, I suppose, that we've had with Katie. Katie's just the kind of person who can make a whole room of people laugh just talking, just being silly together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just being silly, it's like, suddenly, it's like the time of your life and a night you'll never remember. And it's like, what made it that way? It was Katie. It was 100% Katie.
Absolutely.
And that's how it has always been.
From the time we were kids until now, there's nobody that I've spent time with in my life who's provided more just general frivolity and good time at the drop of a hat and over nothing.
So I mean, we're grateful, for our childhood on the farm, all the fun we got to have.
Absolutely.
Growing up with our friends. We're grateful for, Katie giving us memories and making things fun there, all the way on up.
Adulthood.
It's
our relative adulthood.
It's never stopped. This is still the same stuff going on, and it's just as great. And
thank you, Katie.
We're grateful for
thank
Katie.
you for making us laugh and bringing so much joy to our lives, and for being there this whole time. So, day 30, we love you lots.